Late switch. I don't know. There's nothing else to say here other than this is a lack of attention to detail, communication, preparedness. Right now, if you are switching this, like this player's got to be up, level to the screener, ready to switch. So this player and this player switches here, but you're a tick late. Look at this. See how this player? We still for a second we have both players going towards the screener. So now this player is going to be wide open for a jumper. You have to guard this down screen first. This player here has got to get attached to his man with his arms out. So this player cannot just curl right off it. He has to go out and this chase can happen. Look at when you don't do that. Look at the space. So now you're dead off this dribble handoff. There's too much space, and Donovan Mitchell's in the lane for two. Why on earth am I giving up baseline here, okay? Flip your hips. If this player goes anywhere, it'll be right here where there's no place to go. But instead, you give up the baseline. See, look at this defender, okay? He's giving up the baseline, so this player's going to go right to the rim for an easy two. This is totally unacceptable on Clint Capella's part, okay? Look at this. Get to a body. You are going to the middle of nowhere. Look at this. This is the middle of nowhere. So now this player's wide open for a layup. Very basic here. We got a down screen. This player has to get attached to his man, arms out. So this player has to go out, and this player can chase. When you let this player curl, look. Now Clint Capella's got to step up, which means his man Jared Allen's open, and it leads to an easy jumper. What is DeAndre Hunter doing here? Okay, why are you standing all the way over here? There's no reason to be standing here. Get towards your man, okay? But instead he's standing in no man's land, and you give up an open three. If you're Clint Capella, you have to get back right now. Cleveland has the ball, okay? This is a defensive rebound. Start sprinting. Sprint, sprint, sprint. This little delay here, okay, that's all that takes because now look, now instead of you being up here and being able to actually guard the ball, you're here behind the ball, so a 4-on-4 turns into a 4-on-3 and an open Cavs 3. What is this player for Atlanta doing? There is no need to double right here. This player is doing just fine. What? You're just standing in the paint. What do you think is going to happen? You don't think you're going to get called for a defensive 3 seconds? This is a terrible switch right here. Again, if you're switching this ball screen, you need to be up level to your man. You are not level to your man who's setting the screen. So look what happens. Now this player is able to blow right by you, turn the corner, collapse the defense, and it's going to lead to an easy Donovan Mitchell too. This is an atrocious gamble. Look at this gamble right here, okay? That gamble sets in motion the defense having to scramble because now this player's into the lane, okay, and it's going to eventually lead to an easy Cavs too. Cannot be standing in nowhere on defense. This player right here is standing in the middle of nowhere, okay? You have to get out to your man. All right, but again, where are you standing? No man's land, wide open three. What is this Atlanta Hawks player doing right here? You're just standing in the middle of nowhere. Okay, look at this. This is standing in absolute no man's land. So now you're going to end up giving up a corner three. There is no need to double here, okay? This DeJounte Murray's guarding the ball just fine. Get to your man. DeJounte Murray's covering just fine. Instead, you double for absolutely no reason, and it leads to a Jared Allen dunk. Okay, this just comes down to you can't be standing in the middle of nowhere. You've got to find a body. This is the middle of nowhere, okay? Right now, find a body. Because what happens if I can guard then? Now look, now I'm up guarding. Now this big can stay with his man instead of doubling. Okay, see that double team? And now look, now this trailer's back and we're good. But you just got blown by because you were guarding air, and now it's going to lead to an open corner three. Totally pointless double team. This isn't even really a double team, okay? What is this player doing? Let this player guard one-on-one. You do not need to come over here, which you really even don't. You kind of halfway come over here. So now your man's open in the corner, and it's an open jumper. Again, you have to guard this down screen right here before you do anything else. This player's got to get attached to his man, arms out. So this player has to go out, and he can't curl. When he can curl, now there's no chance for this player here. So now you got a dribble handoff, and it's an open three. All right, so this player for the Hawks is not getting ahead of the ball right here in transition. That's just not happening, okay? So right now you've got to communicate. Well, I'm sorry, you need to be sprinting over here. This is where you need to go. This player's going to take the ball, but there's no communication. So look, this player's standing in no man's land, and now there's nobody to guard the wing right here. Problem with drop coverage, these passing angles are too easy on the skip pass. Look at if I push this guard out here. First of all, there's no place for this big to roll because now he's walking right into backside help. And if this player wants to throw a skip pass, we're pushing him out here. I have plenty of time now to recover on the air time of that pass. But you give this guard the lane, and look at how much more easier this skip pass is. And look at how much further in the backside defender has to go. So it leads to a wide open three. Come on, down screen. What is this big doing? You've got to get attached to your man with your arms out so this player can't curl. He has to go out, and this chase can happen. When you let the man curl like this, it's a wide open three. Where is Trae Young going right here? Okay, look at this. So this ball careens off the backboard. What is Trae Young doing here? Okay, Cleveland has this ball. You need to stay with your man during this 50-50 ball. So get over here. But instead, Trae Young's just in the middle of nowhere, and it's a layup. Trae Young cannot fall asleep on his man like this. Look at this. Okay, well, how? How is there this much space between you and your man? So, yeah, now you're going to end up giving up an open three, obviously. All right, you hedge this ball screen right here, okay? When does the player pull his dribble back? Right now. So recover. This player can now guard one-on-one, okay? And you can now recover. But you're sticking around too long, of course, and now it's going to result in a wide open three. Cannot sag right here. Stop. Get up. Force this player this way. There is nothing but a sea of Hawks defenders ready to help. Instead, you sag and give up a wide open three. Why are you not hedging this ball screen? The second this ball handler hesitates, picks up his dribble, brings his dribble back, which is going to be in less than a second because the sideline is right there, I can recover. Instead, you want to give this guard the lane, and oh my God, and now it's just going to lead to an open jumper. This is atrocious transition defense. You're guarding the ball, okay? Guard the ball. This player's standing in no man's land. Go find another body to guard. You throw matchups out the window in transition. Just guard bodies. Look what happens here. What? And now it's a two-shot Cavs foul. Hedge this ball screen. If you hedge this ball screen and you push this guard out, where's this big going to? The backside help is right here, standing and waiting. Okay? You want to throw a skip pass? I have plenty of time to recover. Instead, you give up a 2-on-1 for absolutely no reason, and it results in a two-shot foul. Can't be switching a ball screen. Stop. This space. If you are switching a ball screen, level to your man, level to the screener, so you're ready to guard. But you're not ready to guard off the switch, so it's an open three. Trae Young, just get back. You know the take foul. Get back. We have a 2-on-2. There's no reason to bail this player out, but look what you do. Take foul, as easy as it gets, and they're going to the line. Hey, this guard's got to do a better job fighting over the top. You're dying on this screen right here. Right now, ball screen coming. This needs to get called out, so this player knows I need to get over the top of this ball screen, so this player is coming this way. Because what happens if this player doesn't die on this screen like this? Well, as soon as this player hesitates, which is right now, I should be able to recover, and you should be able to guard one-on-one. But you die on that screen, and now look, now this player has to stick around. There's no backside help, and it's a layup. We're switching this ball screen. Stop. Right now, Trae Young needs to get underneath the screener, and he has to initiate contact. That's what's most important, is that he initiate contacts. The battle for real estate starts now. That doesn't happen. So look at this. Now you're going to have a late scram switch here, okay? Where's this player now? Now he's got this man sealed, and the Cavs are in the bonus two-shot foul. Don't lean towards the screen. Look at this ball handler. He's leaning towards the screen, so now this player's going to refuse it, blow by him, draw help, wide open three. Okay, this is the problem with drop coverage, okay? If I'm hedging, I'm pushing this guard out of the lane, okay? But instead, I'm in drop coverage. So look at this space this player has to split through, and that's exactly what he does, and it's over at that point, layup. I mean, again, you're switching this ball screen, okay? So you're going to switch one ball screen and two. So right now, this player needs to be up, level to the screener right here, okay? You can't be sagging. Right now, you're level to the screener and ready to guard. When you're not level to the screener, you're not ready to guard. And now this player's going to blow right by you, get to the lane, two-shot foul. Okay, you just cannot sag off on Donovan Mitchell like this, okay? If you want to, okay, this player needs to get beneath the three-point line if you want to help out here. So you can angle him this way, and there's no place to go. I can stunt without moving my feet inward and easily recover. But this sagging on Donovan Mitchell doesn't work because all you're letting him do is get an open jumper. Down screen, my goodness, you have got to get attached to your man and get your arms out so this player cannot curl. He has to go out and allows this chase to happen. You don't do that, so now Donovan Mitchell curls into an open three. Don't lean towards the screen. Watch this player right here, okay? He's going to lean towards the screen. Look at this leaning, okay? So now this player is just going to refuse it and blow the screen and blow right by you, get right to the rim for two. Stop giving up wide open threes for no reason. Get up, hedge, push this guard out. By the way, where's this player rolling to? The backside help is standing and waiting. The floor is completely clogged. But instead, you're running drop coverage. You're giving up a wide open three to Donovan Mitchell. What is this? You have to stay underneath Jared Allen right here, okay? You cannot gamble. Look when you gamble here. This is atrocious. Now you get beat back door, and look, now Jared Allen's got you perfectly sealed on the block, and now they're just going to throw it down low to him, and look, he's catching this ball way too low, so it's an easy two. Okay, so this Cavaliers player right here is just straight up cherry picking. So you have to understand that. Like right here, this player needs to hang back, okay? Because if the Cavs come up with this ball, it's 2 points, okay? We still have numbers, okay, obviously with 4 Hawks players going against 2 Cavs players, but someone's got to remain back as a safety valve. And look what happens. So now the Cavs have it, and now it's just put 2 points on the board. Have to switch this first ball screen. You just have to. I mean, this player's got to get up, and then you got to deal with the second ball screen. But if you don't switch this first ball screen, look at the space. So now you're done. I mean, it's just going to lead to an easy alley-oop dunk. Okay, the Hawks do nothing about this ball screen. What is this player doing? Are you hedging? Are you switching? Are you in drop coverage and you need to be underneath the ball? They do nothing. So now this player goes right to the rim for a layup. We don't need 2 people double teaming the ball. Look at this. This is unbelievable. Stop. This player just needs to be right here, okay? So he can help the helper, which is this player's man, and he can be able to rotate here. Okay, you're just standing in no man's land. So now this ball is just going to get dropped off for an easy 2. Okay, so Trae Young's got to do a way better job of fighting over this screen, and it's not that hard. You need to quickly get over this screen as quick as possible because we need to be able to return this man to his man on the pick and pop. But look, Trae Young is lazily going over the screen because if he goes hard over the screen, right now this player just pulled his dribble back. So this player can now recover. But Trae Young doesn't fight over the screen at all, so now he's not back. This player's got to stick around too long, and it leads to an open catch-and-shoot 3. Okay, we got multiple Hawks just standing in no man's land. What is going on here? Guard a body. This player's got this big. What on earth is These 2 Hawks players standing in nowhere. These Cavs players wide open. So now this player's just going to be able to rip and go right into the lane, and it's an and one. All right, if you're running this idiot drop coverage, the big has to be underneath the ball right now. Right here, okay? You cannot let this guard turn the corner. Your responsibility is to be underneath the ball until this player fights over the top. Yeah, that doesn't happen, so this player gets right to the rim for 2. You do not guard with your back to the sideline. Stop. You need to be opened up, coming this way, opened up. Because when you're guarding with your back to the sideline, you are begging to get beat back door, and that's exactly what happens.